I've never seen so many priests around for an event, a special event like this. So this must really be a day of grace, a day of blessing for all of us, when so many priests and sisters and religious and lay come together. Perhaps this is what the Holy Father would describe as the synod, the synodality of the community of God's people. When people come together for the purpose of, well, praying together, of witnessing God's love in some ways, in very specific way, by virtue of witnessing people who will be put in a leadership position in the church, like deacons. Well, this is going to be a special event. It is a day of joy and rejoicing. Second, I must admit, I must make a confession. When I see the 6 people here to be ordained, I can only say, naiinggit ako. Bakit po? Dito sa congregation of the Rogate Fathers, ang dami-daming ordinasyon. Kami, for the past 2 years, we have 0. Wala kaming bokasyon. Maybe I ought to make the Rogate Fathers our vocation directors in our own diocese para naman magkaroon kami ng bokasyon sa pagpapare dito sa ating diocese of Parañaque. Pwede ba yun, mga dear fathers? I will consult you. You will be my vocation director. I suppose that's precisely your charism. That's why you're called Rogate. And the secret of your vocation lies in the power of your prayer. The power of prayer. The ordination to the diaconate is in itself a beautiful message for all of us to witness 6 young men who will now receive the grace of ordination to the diaconate. What does that mean? What does that mean in the concrete? I like to use one word, one key word. The key word is renunciation. Renunciation. Because renunciation means that these six of our brothers will renounce not something evil, but something very beautiful. God-given, God's gift. First, they will renounce the beautiful, the beautiful vocation of marriage. That will mean that they choose freely not to have lifetime partners of their own, as a man would have with a woman when they get married. That's not something bad. It is the most natural gift, beautiful gift, as some of the families, the women and the men who are married here can testify. Magandang biyaya, pero para bang ni-renounce. Tinedikta o parang iniwan nila, they said no to it because of something they consider something even greater. That is to see, as you renounce the beauty of married love, you are also announcing, proclaiming something else. Because renunciare is not just something negative. It is also something very positive. Because if you look at the word renunciation, renunciare, you are proclaiming again what? What are you proclaiming? As you say no, you're saying yes to what? That God is sufficient. God's love is sufficient to fill up my heart by becoming celibate. Yun po ibig sabihin ng one of the great meanings of celibacy is you focus your life from here on Jesus, on the Lord. And as you focus yourself on the Lord, the Lord will also tell you in effect, now, take care of my people. I renounce my free will. I renounce that in order to embrace the will of God. That's why, and how is that translated in any ordination? It is precisely the vow of obedience. But when a person says, I will obey you, I actually put everything. I entrust my whole life, my plans, whatever I have in mind for my life, my plans in my life, I let go of that. I entrust all of that to the Lord through the church. I entrust myself to my superior. In point of fact, I will obey what my superior tells me. To entrust my life to the one whom I feel will fill up my sense of mission and purpose in life. That is what I choose. My dear brothers, you are making something mysterious. For many of us in the world today, many do not understand that because they have no sense of God anymore. You see? So, and then secondly, that they have no sense of the idea of if you want to be great, then you have to serve. Then you have to be humble. That's not the world, but what the world says. You want to be great, aspire to get rich, to be powerful, to be made known. That is how it is to be great. But you say, you follow what the Lord says. You want to be great, you want to be number one, then wash the feet of each other. Wash the feet of your people. Go down. Learn to be humble. To serve, you have to learn to be humble. My dear friends, my dear brothers, you are making a big decision in your life. But something that you actually have been living out these past years of your formation, learning to understand what that means. And now you want to say a definitive yes. This is what I want because this is what God has called me to. So I pray that what God has begun in you today, He Himself, being faithful God, being a merciful God, will bring to completion. And we can assure you, all of us here, we will be one with you to accompany you, to support you, and to pray for you.